Hello. Now, I don't hide it that I don't like Rachel Reeves. My mum always used to say I wasn't allowed to say I hate people. She said, that's a very strong word, Anna. Do you really hate them or do you just dislike them? So for a long time I've said I dislike Rachel Reeves. Not anymore, and I'm really sorry, Mum, I hate her. I actually hate her because what she's doing in the name of growth is actually eroding every single aspect of British community life that we have. She is the biggest mood hoover this country has ever known. She is the fun police on steroids. If you enjoy it, she's going to tax it. She's going to add VAT onto it. She's going to make it so that you can't. And she'll turn around and say, no, I'm not. I'm investing in chess. Brilliant. Okay, Rachel's investing in chess. We're all paying the price for it, and everything that we want to do, we're not allowed to, or it's being made unaffordable. And the latest thing is pubs. Now, often at the beginning of these videos, I say to you, please like, subscribe and share. The reason I do that is so that it shares the information out, because not all mainstream media follows this stuff. They don't all do it because some of them might get a slap on the wrists. I don't get a slap on the wrists. So please do share this more than ever. If you want to protect your local pub, if we feel as a community that we have a society that we want to preserve, and Rachel Reeves with her axe, one of the witches of Westminster, is planning on cutting... Oh my goodness me. Well, where did that come from? I like it though. She'll tax that next. Rachel Reeves is planning on destroying the last vestibules of fun. How is she doing it? Well, business rates. So at the minute, business rates are done on the value, the rental value of the property. But in April 2026, she's going to change that to the revenue made. So at the minute, about 38% of pubs don't pay business rates because their property rental value is less than the threshold. But that's going to change, and she's going to do it on revenue. Now, if you're thinking, well, okay, that's fine. You know, if pubs are making loads of money, they should pay on it. Well, there's the Barley Mow at Bonsall, Derbyshire, I think that is, has done a breakdown for you as to what that looks like. And if nothing else, everybody needs to go to the Barley Mow at Bonsall to go and give them a pint and say well done, because it's a really good breakdown. And this is the information that we need to know. So what it looks like for pubs. They used to make in 2009 84p a pint. Now it's 12p. The combined energy bill has risen pre-COVID from £600 a month to £2,800 a month. The cost they need to open the door, or the amount they need to cover the cost just to open the pub door, has increased by 29% since COVID. So to cover the shortfall, they're getting rid of people. So they're getting rid of the chefs, the cleaners, you know, all the things that they could possibly do themselves. So they are making people unemployed, not by choice, but because they can't afford to actually employ them. And they're having to absorb that work themselves. Now, you know, and I know what it's like to do a high pressure job. You and I know that there's only so many hours in the day. But if you're a pub landlord, you've got to find some extra hours because you're doing all the jobs. Same with the farmers. So the supermarkets pay 2% VAT. Pubs pay 20% VAT on their alcohol. So the supermarkets, funnily enough, are now responsible for 75% of alcohol sales in this country. Well, it's no surprise, is it? We're all sitting at home in our sitting rooms on our own with a bottle of wine and a straw, bemoaning the fact that the UK has gone to the dogs. So pubs are struggling to pay the operating costs. It's usually the energy bill that sends them bust, or the VAT. Well, we'll have a look at water in the next video and see where that's going. So they say now, knowing what you know about the disgusting amount of profits that these big energy firms are making whilst freezing pensioners, and knowing what you know about the unfair VAT burden, knowing that Rishi Sunak's wife alone aggressively avoided paying around £15 million to the public purse, you'll understand how angry we are when we hear friends' once thriving pub has closed due to bankruptcy, and it's usually unpaid VAT that does it. I hope this offers you some clarity as to why all the pubs are closing, 2 a week currently. No amount of this hard work is going to address this or put more disposable cash in your pocket. And it's not just pubs. This analysis applies to the majority of the UK's independent business owners. Only the government can do this. It's not rocket science. Cut the VAT for the love of God. The day the last pub calls orders is the day that England dies. And I absolutely, wholeheartedly agree. Don't know so much about Mrs. Sunak, so couldn't necessarily say that that was true or not. But, you know, I saw a similar video about Mrs. Starmer yesterday, so who knows? Point being, Rachel Reeves knows that this is going to happen, but she's going on regardless. Her and VAT, I mean, it's like she just sticks it onto things, doesn't she? It's like the blue sticker. I'll put a bit of VAT on that. I'll put a bit of VAT on that. I'll put a bit of VAT on that. And of course, she doesn't think it through. She's incapable of thinking things through. And if she does, then she bursts into tears. So we are facing the absolute, well, not even the decline, the disruption, destruction, that's the word I'm looking for, of pubs in this country. But we can do something about it. I am linking all of these articles to this video. At some point, somebody's going to tell me there's a petition. I'll sign it. I'll sign it for every member of the house, the dogs, the cat, the puppies, you name it. I will sign it. We need to get on this. Rachel's Witches of Whitehall wax-wielding, VAT-wielding axe needs to be stopped. It doesn't matter how, we have to stop this. So share this video to anyone that you possibly can. Get behind your local pub. None of us have got any money. We're all absolutely skint. But even if it's just you wouldn't normally ever go there, but you've decided you're going to go there this week for half a lager and a packet of crisps, do it. Because otherwise, if we don't support them, they will be gone. And I cannot tell you how much that fills me with fear. It's up there with the wanton vandalising and destruction of our education system. This government simply destroys, and we need to stop them.